Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Expat Theory. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Appreciate you being here. All right, I want to do a second video today. This second video is about financial institutions, i.e., especially Charles Schwab. Uh, Here's the thing, guys. Anytime you start messing around with these financial institutions, whether they be banking or investing, if you put money in their account, so you open an account, put money in it, and they start acting like it's their money, not your money, and they start acting like you've got to jump through a bunch of hoops and do a lot of things to access your money, that is a huge red flag. And I highly recommend that you ditch them quickly. I ran into a situation where I went online, I opened a Charles Schwab account. And in case you don't know, Charles Schwab is kind of notorious for having the banking part of their uh, business services, not only just the investing. And the banking part will give you a debit card that you can use to withdraw funds when overseas. And what they do is they will pay all of the ATM charges that you get hit with. And at the end of the month, they reimburse you for all of those. So it can save you a few dollars. And that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to save a couple of bucks, by getting this Charles Schwab thing going. And I went online, I opened the account, and I guess there's a little bit of a delay on getting the account opened and ready to go. And I did an online transfer immediately before the account was actually officially opened. So I sent over $1,000. Okay. Then I went in there to access the account to see if my 1,000 had been deposited because it of the lag of them getting it opened and set up and all that. It didn't just automatically, show up. I oopsed my password. Brand new account. Just set it up. Forgot. I'm betting what it was I put one of the characters was a capital, and then when I went to log in, I didn't remember that I made a capital letter. So I oops the password and I got locked out. Okay. So I call the 800 number to talk to somebody and say, hey, I goofed on my password. I need to fix that. Trying to get in there and make sure that my deposit went through. And the gentleman on the phone was having a lot of trouble. He couldn't get there, and he said there's been not just a password lockout, but there's been a suspension of my account. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? They suspended my account. Uh, their explanation was that for safety reasons, they needed to verify my identification and they needed proof of funds. Proof of funds. Okay. What does that mean? Uh, uh, okay. What do you need from me? I'll do whatever you need. What do you need? Uh, Let me get back to you. I'm gonna have to contact my people, and right now I can't get through. Blah blah blah. Let me get your number, and I'll call you back. Okay. They never called back. So during the process of talking to this gentleman, he did see the deposit. My $1,000 is in that account. So I waited about a week, and I called back. And I said, look, I really need to get this resolved. I got a thing in the mail today that says my account's been locked. Okay. I need to get this unlocked so that I can get in there, make sure my money's in there, and I have access to it. Well, your account's been suspended for security purposes. Okay. So what do I need to do to get this off of there so that I can have access to my money. Well, we need proof of your ID and proof of funds. Okay. What does that mean? Uh, uh, okay. So I asked the gentleman, I said, look, would it be better for me just to find a branch and go in and, get this resolved? He's like, that might not hurt. I mean, there should be a branch somewhere near you. And I'm like, there is. It's about 30 something miles away, but, you know, I'll drive over there. So I got off the phone with him. I drove to the branch. Completely, utterly useless. No clue as to what's going on or how to help me. So I bring in my ID. They make a copy. So there's my ID. They got that verified. Proof of funds still keeps coming up. But nobody can tell me what that means, what it is they need to unlock my account so that I can have my money back. Because at this point, I'm pretty pissed off. I'm like, you know what? I don't like the fact that you've got $1,000 of my money and you're telling me I can't do anything with it and you've locked me out of my account. So at this point, it kind of feels like you're robbing me. You've taken my money and you won't give it back and you won't give me access to it. So now I'm kind of pissed off. I just want to close the account and take my money out. So still have no answer. And the gentleman at the branch has no clue what to do. So I have to get back on the phone while I'm sitting in their lobby. I'm on the phone with the 800 number talking to the people about, hey, how do I get this resolved? I need to get in there. This went on for about 4 hours while I'm sitting in their lobby. Finally, somebody says, look, proof of funds, we kind of need to get a hold of your bank statement. Okay, I can do that. I got it right here in front of me, digitally. Boom, here it is. No, we kind of need it in physical form and print. Okay, well, I got PDF. We can print it. So I go in and talk to the guy in person. Oh, we don't do that here. What? You don't do that here? You don't print off documents? No. Okay. I'll be back. So I leave. I go get in my car. I drive down the road about 10 miles, go to a Staples. I send that off and into their email print me thing, and I print out a copy of my bank statement. Then I bring it back. And I said, okay, here's my bank statement. That should be the proof of funds. Well, it's probably going to be a while. What do you mean it's going to be a while? You've got the proof of the ID. You've got the proof of the funds. I want my account unlocked and unsuspended. Well, maybe check back next week. Excuse me? So I pick up the phone again and call the 800 number and say, look, I've done everything you guys are telling me you need me to do. I've showed up in person with an ID, with the bank account information that matches everything that's online. You've got me locked out and won't give me access to my money. Why? I need this to be resolved. Well, we have to turn all this into our safety people, and they'll have to make the determination and unlock your account. Okay, and when am I looking at that? I mean, what kind of time frame are we talking about here? I don't have an answer on that. So I'm still waiting for Charles Schwab's safety people to review what's been sent in so that they can unsuspend my account so that I can pull my money out and close that account and give them the because there ain't no way I'm going to be going overseas and trying to deal with somebody like this. If I'm standing in your facility at the counter with proper identification, with proper documentation, all the right numbers, all the right everything, and you are still going to deny me access to my money and act like you're protecting me, you're not protecting me. You're screwing me. And you got my money and won't give it back. Now imagine how that's going to play out when I'm overseas and can't just hop in my car and drive down to the branch. Yeah, I wouldn't trust those people for anything. Period. They're damn sure not going to handle my money because that's just a no-win scenario for me. I get over there and something happens, that account's going to get locked, and I will not be able to get it unlocked because I'm halfway across the world, literally. So, yeah, sucks because I really kind of wanted to save that money using that ATM thing, to get my money back. But that anytime anybody starts acting like they control your money is in the wrong place. You need to make sure that you put your funds in a place that is safe, secure, but also accessible by you and not blocked by a company. So I would highly recommend, if you have a Charles Schwab account, take this into account of what could happen to you while you're over there. And also, if you're thinking about opening a Charles Schwab, I would recommend rethinking, because you don't want to get over there and have your money locked up and then you can't get to it. Just to save a couple of dollars for ATM charges, no. Uh, I'd rather have the knowledge and the safety and security of my and peace of mind, knowing that I can get to my money whenever I need it, even if I have to do other routes, even if I have to pay $1 or $2 more. I would rather do that than to have somebody just arbitrarily lock my stuff and not allow me to have my money. So yeah, I'll let you guys know when I get a resolution, but this has been going on for like 10 days and I still don't have access to my account and don't have access to my money. And they're holding my $1,000 hostage basically until I provide them what they want, what they need for their purposes, regardless of the fact that it's my money that I'm trying to put into their business. Yeah, I'm not going to tolerate that kind of disrespect, and I'm not going to tolerate them locking up my stuff like that. Even though I've done everything, I've been completely cooperative in trying to figure out how to fix it, and they just can't do it. So, screw Charles Schwab. So, find other ways to get your money. Use other avenues. There's plenty out there. There's lots of other ways to access your funds. You don't need Charles Schwab. So, all right, there's my rant. There's my info for you. And again, if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, whatever, drop them down below. And if you know anybody who might like this content, please share it to them. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.